Okay, so I'm here at the store and this is the first time I see the Samsung S95C. The reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of you ask me, what do you think about QD OLED? Would you recommend it? Well, let me start by saying that this is a great TV. I understand why a lot of people love this QD OLED technology, and I expect that if you take this on and you turn off the lights completely and you are on a completely dark room, this TV should blow you away, okay? Because the color vibrancy is fantastic, it looks very bright, and I totally understand why people love this TV. But the reason why I don't like it is because it doesn't look like an OLED under lighting conditions. It looks like an LCD because the blacks are raised. And the problem is not the QD OLED technology itself. The problem is the screen. I believe it's the lack of a polarizer that makes the screen basically lights up under lighting conditions. So look at this. Every time we have a black screen, this does not look black. Look at that. It looks like an LCD screen. So the contrast, that infinite contrast that you get, that you're used to get with OLED, is not there. That's a huge problem. A huge problem. So I much rather have them, you know, just include that polarizer or whatever it is that the LG OLEDs have before the G3, because the G3 also has this problem to a lesser extent, okay? I much rather have them with a polarizer and with half the brightness, because that's the problem. I think if they add that polarizer to the screen, you're losing like half the brightness. I don't care. I much rather have 600-700 nits of this QD OLED, you know, color vibrancy, awesomeness, but with perfect blacks under any lighting conditions. I much rather have that. So it's just a matter of the decision of these TV companies, because they are basically advertising brightness, and it's just about chasing more brightness, and it doesn't matter the cost. And if the cost is to lose the infinite contrast, that I'm not willing to pay that cost, because you're destroying what makes OLEDs the best. So the reason why you get an OLED is to get perfect blacks. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. So yeah, that's my take. Aside from that issue, and the reason why I have to be so hard with this is because nobody talks about it. And I cannot believe how people don't notice this problem. This is a huge problem in my opinion. Huge problem. You should definitely wash your TV. It doesn't matter what TV you have, even if it's an LG OLED. You should definitely wash it on a dark room. But still, somebody has to tell you that this TV on a bright room is a different TV, okay? It doesn't look like an OLED. Somebody have to tell you that, because I haven't seen anyone say that, okay? And it's a big problem, because you see, the problem is that OLEDs are basically the reference for, you know, perfect blacks. And so you are expecting, when you're getting an OLED, you're expecting to get those perfect blacks. And here you don't see QD OLED, no, you see OLED, okay? So someone who watch a video and they are not experts or whatever, they come here, they see OLED, they see these colors, this brightness, and they are expecting everything they heard about OLEDs to be true with this TV, okay? And that's where I see the problem. Somebody has to say that this is a different TV under lighting conditions. It doesn't look like an OLED. That's my point, okay? But again, my intention is not to make anyone feel bad about this. If you are an enthusiast, turn off the lights. That's what you have to do anyway. So yeah, I would like to see how this TV looks on a dark room, and I would expect that this TV is just gonna blow me away. It's gonna be like, wow, this is fantastic. The colors, the vibrancy is just insane. But here at the store, I would not buy this, okay? The way this looks, this has me concerned, because even on a dark room, if something is bright, if we have something bright, and I'm changing the gain of the recording, so you see that black level rays more easier. So if we have something that's very bright on the screen, even on a dark room, I would expect that brightness is going to turn on the pixels. It's gonna make the screen light up. So you're going to lose that micro contrast, even on a dark room. Okay? So that's just me guessing. I do not have the TV, but the reason why I have to guess is because nobody talks about it, so nobody's gonna tell me. I would need to test it myself, because no one is gonna tell me that. So yeah, it's like nobody complains, and they just keep chasing brightness, and they are willing to do whatever it takes. If you want more brightness, get an LCD. Okay? The reason to get an OLED is to get perfect blacks. Don't lose that. Don't lose that. So here's the problem I see. For an LCD screen, they are trying to hide the blooming. And trying to hide the blooming, you are losing what makes LCD screens the best in terms of brightness. So give me all the brightness you can and forget about blooming control. So in that way, you are taking advantage of what LCD can really do. Okay, give me 4,000-5,000 nits, and I might even consider to get an LCD screen. Okay, but if you have an OLED, don't try to make the OLED look like an LCD and lose the perfect blacks just to get more brightness. If you lose the perfect blacks, that's not an OLED anymore. So don't do that. That's the problem I have with this. Because what's next? What's next? What else are they going to do to get more brightness? That's the problem I see. But aside from that, man, what I see in front of me, it looks fantastic. They do not have the G3 here on the store yet. I'm trying to hide the advertisement because they're just advertising the same thing. I do not have the G3 yet on the store to compare. And I would like to do like a side-by-side, but you know, you've seen a lot of videos online side-by-side, the G3 and the S95C. But I am also concerned with the G3 because the G3 also has black level rays under lighting conditions, not as bad as QD OLED. But yeah, it is also a problem on the G3, not on the C3. I saw the C3 on the store, it was okay. But yeah, we also have here the S90C, but they are not displaying any content, so I haven't been able to see it. But yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Again, great TV. The vibrancy of the colors is just phenomenal, and I would expect to be like completely blown away by this TV on a dark room. But I'm still concerned that the black level rays is gonna be a problem, because you know, I've been focusing on the black level, fixing the black level for the games, and that's just something that I am very sensitive to. That black level, for me, it has to be absolutely perfect. There is no going back from perfect blacks. So when I see the blacks being affected, I cannot accept that. By the way, that's Cuba. That's where I come from. That's where I come from, Cuba. Yeah, we have those cars in Cuba, not as nice as that, okay? But yeah, we do have those. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if you have any questions.